この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for Yu Hakusho, presumably for episodes 42 and 43, but we will continue to play it by ear. Last week we ended up watching 3 episodes. I wouldn't count on that being a consistent thing. 2 seems like the sweet spot, but we'll play it by ear. 42 and 43. Okay, let's go really quickly through a super abridged recap of... Some fucker is idling their truck right outside my window, and it's annoying. I don't know if you can hear it. Sorry. Let's go through a super abridged recap of the last 3 episodes, because a lot kind of happened, and it's gonna severely impact what's coming next. So, there was this big asshole who was just sort of beating up Kurama, while Kurama was paralyzed and also kind of dying in just a bad way. Yusuke steps up. We reveal that big bad boy has misty powers. We use the spirit gun, we explode the misty powers, we bonk the dude, we win. Boom, did it. At which point, Gene, the one that we've been waiting for this entire time because he's got a cool accent and a cool character design and can fucking fly, he starts flying and reveals that his primary power is control over wind, and uses that to make a divine sandstorm a la the JoJo's, which he then uses to do the punching thing, and it hurts a lot. We repeatedly use our spirit gun to, like, explode things and try and get him away from us and disable his divine sandstorm. It doesn't work super well, at which point Yusuke decides it is time to level his own shit up, and through sheer force of willpower learns a technique that he had never completely learned and makes it fucking work because he's just that cool. This is not an indictment of that. I think it was fucking awesome. And he brings out the goddamn spirit wave. And guess what? It works. And it doesn't explode Gene. He's still alive and stuff. And so it's great. So, you know, we won the battle. Everything's good. Yusuke's prepping up to fight the final member of Team Masho, who is Risho, their leader. And then the committee chimes in with a, hey, just by the way, you're technically disqualified because we got paid off to make you disqualified. And haha, that sucks. Now Risho steps into the ring fully expecting to win by default because... obviously, Team Urameshi doesn't have anybody who can still fight. Look, Kurama is dying, Hiei is stuck in a place and being withheld, Yusuke is ineligible. The masked fighter is also in the same place as Hiei, and it's exactly the same scenario, but that's fine. And Kuwabara is... Wait a second, what is Kuwabara doing? Oh my god. The boy is getting up, and he's getting into the ring, and he's gonna fight. So, Kuwabara is stepping into the ring. He has already had the shit kicked out of him pretty effectively, and is in a pretty bad state at the moment. But... in a very coincidental turn of events, a particular blue-haired ice girl demon creature named Yukina, who happens to have some form of relationship with Kuwabara, has arrived at the location. And, I don't know, hopefully could send him some fucking heals or something. Maybe just like a healing word from the crowd while everybody's going, kill Yusuke, kill Yusuke. She could be like, please heal this boy a little bit so that he doesn't fucking die against this Risho person. But anyway, this is what we're here for. We are here for a fight between the Kuwabara and this fucking asshole. And I assume that Kuwabara is going to win, but I assume that it's going to happen in a really badass, sort of self-sacrificing... Kuwabara is the truest of the true homies, because that's who he is. That's what he do, man. And I'm looking forward to feeling some feels around Kuwabara and seeing how Yukina's presence, if he, like, looks out from the side of his eye as he's, like, desperately trying to get up off the ground because he's been knocked down one more time, and he sees, like, Yukina out of the, like, haze of his peripheral vision is like, my love, my strength, I will stand. Oh, God. Oh, God, my throat. Alright, that's enough of that. Let's not do any more voices. Let's watch some anime. How about that? Yes? That's what you're here for. That's what I'm presumably here for. Let's watch episode 42, Lucky Number, Life, Universe, and Everything of Blue Blue, Black Blow, Mecha Snow, I don't know. Yu Hakusho. Episode 42. There will be 2 versions of this reaction video. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, linked in the description, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you would like to do a syncy thing and sync up your own copy of these episodes with the timer-based version, I would welcome you to do so. Just get your copy ready because the beep beep timer to count you down to 0 will be coming at you right now. Thank you for listening to this public service announcement. I don't know why I'm speaking in this strange intonation at the moment, but I am. Beep beep timer. Cool. And now I was fiddling with my pen while doing the intro, and I pulled the fucking, like, clippy thing off of it. It's not a pen, it's a pencil. Ignore me. Yesterday was Halloween. Ignore me. Sweet. All right. Such a good fight. It was such a good fight. Oh, yeah. I feel ya, Botan. I feel ya. I didn't look that up. I should probably should have, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna assume it's like Kuwabara's dope badass stand. Okay. That fucker. Oh. Alright. Yeah, normal. Just let him fight. Helpful Yusuke. Oh, buddy. Well. I'm not seeing much fire in the eyes. Looks like pain. No, I think it's pain. Oh, please don't start counting. You don't like the pain? Well... Wait! Alright, bud. You are. Nailed it. Ha. Ha. Alright. You are. No, you. Probably not. Well... Are you gonna make a play, Sakyo? How about Masho Smasho? Alright, what's your bullshit? What's your bullshit, Risho? Oh, Jesus. Oh, it didn't work. What is this Lego wibbledy wobbledy? Was that a power or is that just animation? Not insult to injury, just injury to injury. Yeah, you're fucked. So maybe you need a cute girl to get your sword up? I'm sorry. Just beat him up. Just kick his ass. Just. Jesus. Whoa! Thank you. Yeah, double big thank you. That's what I was waiting for. Fuck yeah. Always a blast. Oh, sure, no problem. Beat up everybody. It's Demon World. Who gives a shit? Oh, God. Bye! No. No. I actually really like that moment. Holy shit. Another run-in with Sakyo? Maybe. By his snooty leader. I feel you, Koto. No! No! Okay, that was really cute. All is forgiven. I love you, Koto. Alright. Alright. This is a lot. Yeah. Yeah, he's mostly broken. Alright, Hiei is getting the angry, which means those spaghettis are breaking. Oh my god. Whoops. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fair enough. Alright. And actually putting some faith in Kuwabara, I think. Alright, buddy. And I still don't know what his powers seem to be. Unless he's actually somehow preventing his spirit energy from doing a thing? Oh. That's kind of cool. Alright, passive-aggressive Kodo has got it. Well. He is making a play. Oh, his name is Butajiri, isn't it? So he's pig something? Oh! That was just out of fucking nowhere. What? Alright, buddy. Get it going. Oh, buddy. Oh, no. Okay. Man, he's just kicking the shit out of him. I think he's going beyond pain now. Wait, really? Aren't you now out of the ring? Yes. Oh, he needs the ground. No, please no. This is like Ong with shit around him vibes. Is he going Green Golem? Alright, that's some bullshit. He's going full Golem. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. That's really bad. So that was what he did when he backhanded somebody. I forgot about that moment. He backhanded somebody and it was a rock on his thing. Yeah, okay. I think he backhanded Toya? Great. Ow! Weird phrasing, but okay. Yeah, he's fine. No. Yukina? Well, Hiei, get ready to murder everyone. He's gonna get back up. Send some vibes! Send some vibes! Eh, I think they want that, yeah. Yep. Yeah, thank you. Get the fuck out of our way. Oh, tits. Yeah. No, it's fine. He's not gonna hurt you. I know you're feeling the bad. Yeah. No, I'm aware that you do not like this boy and are super traumatized. Not gonna happen. Yep. Oh, tears. Oh boy. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Oh. Oh, hello there. Yeah, she is. Of course, sir. No, you did not. Don't make the same mistake again. Sup. Indeed. You want to light? Oh, and they both smoke. That's so true. All right, what are we looking at? Fuck yeah. Oh my god. Because he cares, man. Because he has a heart. Because he has a heart. You dangus. Of course. He absolutely is. He's that cool, man. Burning his life energy? Yeah. It's still first to 5. Ooh. Holy shit, Kua. Yeah! Super true, except for Kuwabara. Yeah, because you do. And Yusuke. I want to fight you again. It's hard to put into words, bud. Oh, ooh, ooh! Boy! Kuwaboya! Oh, we're going with this track. Hey, just in time! We're building this tension real well. What? Vibes, baby, vibes! Oh, sure. That too. I could swear! I mean, she's not, but alright, we take it. How did that even? I have no idea. Get the fuck back in the ring! Oh, what? Uh, true. But in the most wonderful way, also that smear. You sure do, I guess. Uh-huh. Uh-uh. Like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh thing or something. You gonna sort it up? Home run! Beautiful. Get the fuck back in the ring. Also, then realize that you're still completely broken. Fuck off. Yeah. Well. Oh, right. There's that layer of things, too. Yeah. Also, yeah, go sleep it off for a week or two. Holy macaroni. Sure, sure. Do we have like a break this time? At least a day to R&R? Hey. Sure. Yeah. Ah. Hey. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Not quite, but it's close enough. No. No, you're very special. Aww. Oh, hey. Oh, fuck off. Hey. Just kiss. Just. Okay. All right. 90s, 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 totally fine. True. How romantic. Still staring at her butt. All right. That was pretty chill. Thank God. I don't fucking know. So we're into semis now. Whoa. Hey, that's a squad. That is a bunch of odd caricatures. Like this dude, I don't know, it gives me like a particular anime vibe, like Osamatsu-san or something. The giant chin thing is weird, and then this what? What are those? What the fuck are those? I don't know. All right. I think this was a pretty fun episode. It did pretty close to exactly what I thought. Except a lot more pain and some really fun, like, general around the space moments and, like, not specifically focused on the fight going on in the ring moments. It felt like every time we cut away from the fight, everything got a little bit more interesting. Not because the fight was bad, because it was a pretty good fight. It was fun. But it was so kind of straightforward. Like, Kuwabara, he's in real bad shape. Risho gonna beat the shit out of him repeatedly. Kuwabara will eventually get some kind of emotional thing, probably from Yukina, and then do the strong and win. Because he has to, narratively. Yeah, that's simple. But then all the other things are, like, really fun. Like, the moment that Sakyo gets up, the fucking Butachiri murder, happens? Like, when Sakyo got up from that spot, I was thinking, oh, he's gonna make a play. He's gonna go tell the committee something. Hell, I think that's where we need to start. I mean, but we need to start here. This is so unexpected to me. Like, we understand completely that Sakyo and Toguro are totally capable of this, but they are in the middle of a fight that's going on in a crowded arena, and they just walked into, like, a VIP booth and murderated one of their supposed comrades. This is what we've been building up to for episodes and episodes and episodes of that character being a snot-nosed, rich, snobby jackass who's like, haha, I'm gonna fix the matches and it'll be great. Just watch me, Sakyo. Man, I mean, I'm with it. I'm with them killing him because I don't like him. Question, though. How much can I align my ideals with the ideals of an individual or pair that just murder people because they're in the way? I don't know. But this whole sequence is fantastic. The just
Right off. Sorry to inform you so late.
and the lack of momentum in the entire thing is so startling to me. It's so cool because I can pinpoint the frame that my entire brain literally explodes. Wait, oh shit. All right, it's literally right here. Because right here at this frame, when his head just knocks back a little bit, my brain goes, "Oh, this was just a threat. Watch out in the future." Like, that is the thought that I had in the 3 milliseconds between this and what we next see, was, oh, Toguro's just threatening him. Because Saki is like, all it would have taken was a flick from Toguro's finger to explode his head. And then Toguro flicks his head. So he's just, like, playing with him, right? Just like, dink. I could flick your head at any point and explode your brain. It's a pretty solid threat, right? Hey, I'm already in the room with you. I flicked you in the face. That could have been a killing blow. Except that it is a fucking killing blow and he fucking kills him. It's genuinely shocking. I found it genuinely shocking. Knowing that both of these people are completely capable of and willing to murder, I still found this moment shocking because it seemed like the play was being made as a threat against Butajiri. And no, they just murder him. Deserved as a character. I fucking hated the guy, but damn, that is cold as ice. That is amazing. All right, let's check what the title was just for fun. I'm sure it's like Kuwabara's dank stand of awesome manliness or something. A desperate Kuwabara, that's close enough. Yeah, all right, sure. A little bit less of the dankitude, but fine. No prob. Okay, so Risho is characterized continuously as an absolute asshole, as is Butajiri. Yeah, is there something wrong? Yes, there is much wrong. Many bads here in the Kuwabara. I do love some of the scenes where he puts himself back together. This one in particular, where he just, like, stands up. It's very strange. It's like he almost is, like, puppet stringed upward, and all his bits and pieces sort of just, like, clunk, 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 lock into place. And there are, like, little frames where his eyes bulge out really painfully as well. There's just the one... Oh, there, right there. Just, because this is horrifyingly painful. Man, I don't get the spotlight very often. No way I'm letting you hog it. Oh, he's such a badass. And Koto was very fun in this episode, just going up to people being like, please explain your torment to me. I get off on this shit. Please. Jesus. All right, so we started off for basically the first half of the thing. Risho is just teleport behind you, kick you real hard. There was something, like, funky about his leg here. I don't know what the deal is with that. It's just very strange that the outlines of his leg are so blurry, because they're not like... It's not like a smear blur, really. It's not like it's got innate momentum to it, really. It's just a little funky. It's just a little weird. I don't know if I like it. That's fine. I do really like this moment, and I can't pinpoint why, but just the idea that he's standing there with, like, one leg still up, just still poised to fight. I feel like this shot is really cool. It's just really cool. All right, so this guy, really odd choice of accent for this dude. I don't know what it's supposed to be.
After me.
These are 3 regular tickets plus... That's our friend in there.
No readmittance, so take your dirty human aroma and get it out of my face.
What is that accent?
So take your dirty human aroma and get it out of my face.
Is it? That's so weird. They went Latino for it, didn't they?
Please hurry, that's our friend in there.
No readmittance, so take your dirty human aroma and get
They did.
it out of my face.
They did. It reminds me of that clip from 22 Jump Street.
Boy, think you got the wrong. Yo, Sleepy, what's up, homie? You know my cousin, Sad Boy.
Yeah. It's the same, like, type of
So take your dirty human aroma and get it out of my face.
weirdly stereotypical Hispanic accent thing going on here. And then he gets kind of rapey. Like, oh, wow. The sub is very straight up about that. Simply have to get in. I wouldn't mind considering it if you were to service me, which gives the smack and the crackle pow. Yeah, who the fuck do you think you are? Bye-bye. Time to run. Okay. So that happens. And then there's this line from these two.
Have to be so complicated.
I get to hit the criminals first this time, okay?
Oh, that's such an interesting choice, because apparently in the sub it was like, you four, stop running. Let me hear the audio for it. Literally, you four over there, please hold up. Well, not please, but hold up. But they chose in the English to make it like a characterization thing, honestly. They don't just say generic cop thing, number 2, right? Which is, stop right there, criminal scum!
We do here have to be so complicated.
I get to hit the criminals first this time, okay?
Instead, they're like ravenous and like hungry for violence, which is great characterization of the way that security guards and cops would be in this horrible fucked up demon world. And I think that's really good. I actually really appreciate that decision. I think it works a lot better than to have them just be like, stop, you, and instead just be like, hey, we're gonna get to beat up some fucking humans. This is great. That's really fun. I think that's super fun. All right, so we get captured, switch back to the actual match, continuing to get all our shit kicked in. Is this the running scene that I liked? No. There's a different running scene in literally a minute and 30 seconds from now, which we will get to when we get to it. And then there's, like, she does a cute little fox girl thing that's, like, really cute, where her ears become all droopy, which doesn't really happen for Koto, and she gets the little, aww, she's such a cute little murder-loving, torture-enjoying monster, aww. Alright, so there's some interesting fight direction over the course of this episode. Nothing that I would call, like, super standout in terms of action stuff, but the flow of things feels really on point, and I'm wondering who's in charge of that, and whether we can pin down who's responsible for it, because it felt like a very snappy, very, very well put together episode. Alright, so that's a little bit of a change there. What are you gonna do? Yeah, don't get in my way, I'll kill you too. Okay, great. Is this the reshow run? No. Where's the run? Where's the run? It's in 10 seconds. There it is. This one's really weird. I want to see how the frame count goes for this. That's really interesting. So we go 1, closest frame, 2, hold, 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, hold, 1, 2, 3. Well, now it changes because I'm making my point, because that's how this works. 1, hold, 1, 2, 3. And those are redrawn slightly, but they don't need to be. His right arm is redrawn, at least. But then those were the same frame, just zoomed. Those were redrawn. This is a really odd running cut. Because what it does that most of these, like, flat-on running at you type of sequences don't do is give, like, step-by-step momentum to the character as he gets closer to our moving at one rate camera. It creates an effect like he's actually bounding forward toward us with each stride. And it's very weird, it's very different, and it's just immediately noticeably different than most of those kinds of running scene. I mean, we had one literally a minute and 30 seconds ago at 6:20, because I can remember that number, because I said it out loud. There's another sequence where he runs up, yeah, and this completely lacks that sort of bounciness to it, even though he's bounding and we can see his feet move, and then he eventually moves up close to us. It doesn't have that same punch to it. It's got less realism? Doesn't seem like the right word here. Neither does verisimilitude. It just seems less. Just not as cool. Okay, I'm actually interested in what argument Sakio makes in the sub now that I just saw some lines. So let me just go through this in sub and while listening to dub so that I get an idea. I'll have to cut this out. Whoa. Real talk? Sakio's entire motivation is way more interesting in the sub. In the dub, he talks about, just by the way, it was me and Taguro who took out Gonzo Tarukane because he was going to get in our way because he's an eyesore. And now you. Boom. Now we just have to hope that Yusuke and friends can win. Right? But in the sub, it's a specific indictment of Butajiri's personal aesthetic. Okay? I will make sure that my team remains until the finals. Cool, sure. At this point in the dub, Butajiri is saying, I eliminated our mutual enemy, trying to make friends, instead of being outwardly and callously just like, me. So that's the difference. Then into, you'll do anything it takes in order to win, but you are lacking in your aesthetics. You have no sense of the beauty of this whole situation. And I cannot fathom that. I cannot stand it. Therefore, and it is precisely because the strong smash the weak with all of their might that the fights are entertaining, which means that you're getting in the way of that by rigging the matches. The entire entertainment purpose of this entire event is to see strong people defeat weak people, and putting extra obstacles in the ring doesn't help, because it doesn't help us determine who's really strong. It helps us determine who has the best connections, which is not what we're testing. You would throw cold water on these games I've gone to so much trouble over, and I will not accept that. You are in my way, and I don't like the way that you do things, and so you are eliminated. Boom. And then, in deference to your life, I will allow that this match alone be played according to your rules. But from here on out, you have no influence, because you're fucking dead, bitch! And then he lights up, and he says both of these lines. If the Urameshi team is defeated by this, then there's no reason for us to fight them. I'm pretty sure Toguro does not say the other line. Actually, let me hear it in the sub, so that I know. Oh, it was. Okay, that was said by Toguro. That's cool. That's good to know. Okay. So that brings us to the midpoint. Kuwabara just keeps getting up and getting beat back down again, and then Earth Powers of Doom. It's a really cool sequence, and a super impressive technique. Genuinely kind of scary as an option to just cover yourself in earthen armor, and that's pretty cool. That's pretty scary. And the use of it is really cool. He full-on Meteors. Oh, that's a weird reference, isn't it? Do I want to actually explore that reference? It's a reference to Critical Role. There was a character who was a druid and could wild shape into a fucking earth elemental, and one of the things that they would do is, like, have a character who could fly, carry her up really high, and then drop her, and then she would turn into an earth elemental, and then she would, like, light up her flame hands, which she had, so that she was a gigantic flaming ball of big boom, and then just, like, drop on top of stuff. They did it to a boat once. It didn't go well for the people on the boat. They dropped, like a multi-ton earth elemental on fire into the middle of a boat in the middle of the ocean. It was amazing. Watch Critical Role, by the way. Anyway, just wanted to bring that up. Yeah, Bomber Tackle, I guess, is what it's called instead of a Meteor. That's not as cool. I like the Meteor thing. I also really like this cut. Not that one. This one, where we slow it down and we've got this big explosion of boom. It's pretty neat. Pretty cool looking. And that's what I mean by some of the cool fighty stuff being cool and fighty. Also, just the poses after attacks and stuff, that's fully Terminator, fist to the ground, knee down sort of situation. It's dope. It's badass. And he's so cocky and so confident and such a fuck. Such a fuck. Okay, so we kick some dudes, and then we have some traumatic flashbacks, because duh. And then he's not against you at the moment. You were a means to an end. Almost completely. Like, they tortured you to get your tears because they were worth a lot of money. And also, they were just sort of, like, double agenting working for Tarukane to fuck with you. And we're gonna kill him anyway. It's complicated. Whatever. He let them go. That's great. And then, hey! She's with me! And then they share, like, a moment. This is interesting. I don't know how to feel about it, considering that he just ordered and executed the death of another individual, like, less than a few minutes ago, and he's just casually flirting with our girl here. That's a little wonky, little wiggity wonkety. All right, speaking of wiggity wonkety, Kuwabara is in a bad state. He keeps getting back up. He keeps saying the most badass shit. Yeah, respect for the teammates that have gone before, which I should bring up as a point, is specifically the exact indictment of Risho that we had from the beginning. The one that, like, Toya kind of, like, stumbled onto the ring and was like, but Risho, what about our friends who have sacrificed themselves to make this whole battle come to be? Do you really want to besmirch their honor by winning in this horrible disqualification way? That sucks. And then Risho backends him with an arm encased in stone because he's not a good boy, unlike Kuwabara, who is a good boy and does the good boy thing and gets back up because he's a fucking badass. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. So, life force training is now a repeated technique and is something that people can just do, and it's not limited to just Yusuke. That's pretty interesting. It doesn't seem to have any actual long-term ramifications. It's not like, oh, I burned away 1 year of my life in order to heal myself a bit. There's no, like, quantity, like how much mana / life force did you really need to do it doesn't matter. It's just a thing that you can do if you need to surpass your limits. And it's apparently dangerous, but we haven't really seen it be dangerous, so ramifications, please. Give me some consequences. I don't know. I mean, I understand the need for some kind of a get-out-of-jail-free card for your characters to transcend their limits, but we literally do that twice in the same fight for Kuwabara. Once when he starts burning his life energy just to stay up, and again when Yukina just shows up and he's suddenly fine. Obviously he's burning through the pain and has a lot more motivation and stuff, which is pretty cool, but it's a little lame. It's a little bit thin, but that's okay. I also really love the...
This fight ends in a draw. My team wins and the rest of my guys get to live.
Oh. I actually like this in the sub as well, better. If that happens, then Urameshi will settle everything for sure in the playoff match that will be inevitable. That's just hardcore faith in Urameshi, and I like that better than just, like, we will win because numbers. I also really love this run-through of all the people, because sometimes Kuwabara doesn't get people, like, he doesn't get Masked Fighter at all, Mummy Fighter, whatever your name is, whoever you are. Weirdo. But I feel like I actually know you. Yeah, okay, that's definitely, it's Genkai, it's just Genkai. Yeah. It's kind of goofy, but God, it's so heartfelt. And that we get to Urameshi and can't, like, he just can't encapsulate his relationship with Urameshi in a quick one-liner. He has to turn around and get, like, an action sequence, cut, on the badass turnaround to his friendo bro, and the smile on his dying face, and he does do that. He puts all his faith in him. Fuck yeah. My boy. And then, wow, he literally says, watch how I die like a man. Jesus. Okay, so dude ski is a dude ski, and he does a thing, and there's only one more timestamp that I wrote down, and I'm not sure why. This is our dramatic moment. We flash between their faces a few times. This is the big fight moment. Cool. And he just grabs him and takes the hit. Getting vibes from Yukina and hearing Yukina and just punching the shit out of him. Boom, bam. Oh yeah. There was a cool little smeary cut from Kodo. I want to look at how her arm does the flippity-dippity thing that she does. I don't know what to call it. Right there. Oh, I see. And then it gets all curvy on the other side. All right. That's pretty cool. Gives you a lot of punch into that cut. Just with, like, flip. Yeah, that's great. Okay, why did I write down 1735? It's in, like, 20 seconds? His face gets so goofy. And then he just sort of, like zips across the frame. Oh, his little eyes. They're so cute. Zoom. Blink, blink, blink. Fucking goofball. Alright, why did I write down 1735? I genuinely don't know. Oh, it was because of that. There was this cool smear Whoa. Whoa. It was just that, I think. And then Kuwabara's just fine, and he, like, pumps up in multicolored glowy lights, and... Honestly, this transformation, I don't know, it feels... mecha and robot-esque, or like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, I want to say? Yeah, I don't know why I get that Yu-Gi-Oh card vibe from the whole situation. Anyway, we pull out our dank-ass lightning spirit sword, and we eliminate the bad boy, because we're cool like that. Fuck yes. Stripped of the will to fight. Yeah. Completely. It's pretty freaking great. And then we gotta get back in the ring and make sure that we actually win, and we fucking won! We did it! It's great! Excellent. So, then Kuwabara and Yukina are really cute, and I like them a lot. I mean, they're one of effectively two canonical ships in the show, right? Because there are two canonical ships in the show. There are Keiko and Yusuke, and then Kuwabara and Yukina. Those are the ships. And I guess Kurama and Hiei. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm down. I like it. And then we get the Keiko scene where Yusuke decides that the best way to express that he cares about Keiko is to tell her that her butt's getting nice, and then to touch her butt, which gets him slapped, which is good. It's the 90s. It's, Do I like it? No. The whole trend of, like, perverted main characters being kind of adolescently pervy. I mean, he's an adolescent, though, but at the same time, and he's a delinquent fuckboy, so... Yeah, sure. And then the show doesn't, like, approve of this behavior. So, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's whatever. He touched the butt, and then stares at her butt some more, and that's great. But it is still, like, a wholesome moment, and that's pretty cool. And now we get time to rest? I hope so. I would love to have an episode of just, like, hanging out, because we have had back-to-back battles, and now, as far as we know, Butajiri was the main person causing the behind-the-scenes fuckery with the Urameshi squad. So if he's out of the picture, maybe we'll get the normal, like, a little bit of break between fights so that we can not go into this one completely dead from the outset. That would be kind of good. Okay. Cool episode. Good fight. Lots of fun little moments. Lots of strange little moments. Pretty enjoyable. Also, snappy direction that felt like it flowed together really well. Not that anything in particular was hyper stand out about it, just that it all sort of flowed together really well. So I'd like to check who did the storyboarding and directionification and see if it's somebody that we recognize. So let me pull that shit up. Oh, wow. Okay. So part of that probably comes from the fact that Noriyuki Abe, the main director, decided to storyboard this episode for some reason. That's pretty neat. And then for episode direction... Ooh, it's a newcomer. It's a new name, Masami Shimoda. This is the first episode of quite a few Yu Yu Hakusho episodes, 12 total, that are directed by Masami Shimoda. And then 11 episodes that are storyboarded by Shimoda. Interesting. What else have you worked on? Ayori Aoshi? What is that? That's an odd-seeming show that seems kind of interesting, actually. All right. Aikatsu Friends, Croissant. Apparently did some storyboards for Symphogear? Interesting. Director of Some Days Dreamers. Bunch of stuff that I have never seen and a bunch of stuff that I have never heard of. And then a bunch of, like, single episode direction or single storyboard credits on, like, fine shows that are just kind of fine. Nothing is, like, a standout thing that I could, like, put inside my brain as this is what this guy is responsible for. I just don't know. Okay, cool. Well, we take all the information that we can get, and we move on. Let's watch another episode of Yu Yu Hakusho, because maybe we'll get an episode of like R&R and set up for a semifinal match, because there's gonna be a semifinal match, and you can have a lot of fun. And Togashi in the future will have a lot of fun with setting up matches outside of the scope of a tournament formatted thing, but like doing stuff outside of that relates to it and becomes interesting. Let's see if that's what we get. Or maybe we'll just go fuck around at the beach on this island for a while or something. I don't know. And then apparently there's a new squad that we're going to meet. Cool. Sounds like a blast. I'm going to take a breaky thingy, do a sinky thingy, and come back in just a second so that we can get into that next episode. See you in a minute. Peace. All right, welcome back. We're good to go for episode 43 of Yu Hakusho. I guess we've got a little bit of a break. I don't know what our boys are going to do during that break. Maybe they'll rest. Maybe we'll get to watch some other fights. Hang out with some other contestants who aren't immediately trying to kill us, maybe. Or we'll just get in trouble with the police of this location and fuck something up terribly. I don't know. Let's find out. All right, 43, beep beep timer. Let's go. You know what? That was a really cool cut. I should have watched that cut again. The home run. Oh, come on. Oh, okay. A little more action, eh? I should have looked that up. Nah. We'll look at it at the end. Are we gonna frame the entire thing this way? I really hope so. I would be so down if this was just Botan's perspective on everybody. Bang. Fuck yeah. Alright. 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 Was it? What? Uh-huh. What? Wait, like the egg from all the way in the... The egg? Okay. Well, I mean, Togashi did for a while, but okay. Not a bad idea. Well, hello. Hey, it's my egg. Okay. Okay. What happens when it pops? Oh. He's been pretty alright. He's fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. Well... Right. Well, it might eat your soul. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Wow, that's some weird existential horrific karma stuff. If you were a little bit bad, you just die forever and no second chances. It's happening. I guess it's happening. It's gonna be a stupid thing that looks really stupid. We're building it up too much. It's gonna be super stupid. Can we look down and see if there's a stupid monster on the ground? That absolutely fits the bill. What the fuck? Well, why don't you take it off your head and find out? There we go. It's very marketable. It's a weird, ugly thing with hair. Whoa. Hey, yep. There we go. Is that the noise that it makes? Of course, Keiko loves the little inside fluffy part of... Okay. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, that's the weird part. Wow. I don't know if it poops. Wow. Goodbye, everybody. Ooh. We do get to watch somebody else's match. Alright, ha 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 ha. Yeah, alright. Cut me to somewhere weird. Okay, or just the match. Who and what? Oh, okay, we're just gonna speed bag through it, I guess. Well, he was in part of the squad that we saw the picture of. So, what? Is his hand a... They seem pretty serious. It also makes me really wonder how the other squad made it to the... Damn. Well. Yeah, no. Oh. Okay. Is that a fishing boy? Okay. He kind of reminds me of Suzaku. Also, that's a little boy with a fishing rod, isn't it? Gun prototype 1. No, I doubt it. I mean, yeah. Great. Oh. Okay. All right. I mean, I think it was. She'll also probably immediately recognize some kind of weird connection. Ha! Three eyes, ha. You can't tell him. You you really... Hello. Everything, I guess. Probably has to do with the thing on your head and her being your teacher. What's happening? Toguro? Toguro? Oh, we got another one. What the fuck? What is that suit of armor? There's still only 4, right? Is Sakio gonna enter himself? No. Oh, jeez. Hey! Ooh, the point. The point. He just Babe Ruthed him. Oh, boy. I dig it. I dig it. We know. Yeah. Oh, it's so dope. Ooh. Ah. What was that? Yeah. Huh? Oh. Chill, dude. What's going on behind the scenes? Oh, everybody's been freaking out. No, we're gonna beat you. How are you talking? What? You all have the weirdest names. Ah. Yes. Okay, then. Still gotta beat him. Yeah. Why is this music starting? Are we gonna reveal some Genkai? But... it's an important question. Yeah, let's go talk somewhere alone where we can maybe reveal our identity. And she can maybe teach you the spirit wave for realsies. Okay. You're killing the ugly fluffy thing. I think they care. But I'm more curious about what's gonna happen. Hi, by the way, I am Genkai. You fucking idiot. Oh, was that enough for him to clue in? Yeah. Because that's what she used to call him, right? And we just do not care. Huh? Well... Mass Fighter's actually Genkai, that's what. Okay. To grow nose? To grow nose? Setting in motion her final plan. This feels like a training ground. There we go. There we go. He's still not gonna recognize you because you're young and shit, right? Oh, you're not young and shit anymore. Still her. Yeah. Is it like an illusion, or... Yeah. You gonna just henshin into a young person now? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Hag. Pew pew. Now what is she gonna do? Okay, we exploded the rock. Is she gonna put the rock back together? Yeah. Yeah. I like their banter. What are you gonna do, Genkai? Oh, you're gonna explode a mountain. Alright. Well... Did she just get younger? She just got younger. So he doesn't shift because he's himself. Bum 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 bum. She's not really younger. Well. Ooh. Ooh. It can't be a test of endurance because we don't have time. It won't be a simple test of strength or something like that. It's gotta be something psychological. Are you, Yusuke, mentally ready? But what would be that? I don't know. That's interesting. I'm very intrigued by this idea of a final test. Also, hey! After weeks of kind of not wondering, but also sort of wondering and sort of being on the fence, because the show keeps, like, intentionally trying to put me on the fence, but it's not really doing a very good job of it, it's revealed. It's actually Genkai. Nobody saw that coming. It's just Genkai. She gets younger when she uses the spirit energies, I think? And the same thing apparently happens to Yusuke, but he can't notice it because he is currently at his strongest, so it returns him to his strongest, which is just now, so he doesn't change. Yeah, I'll just hand wave the whole, like, using spirit energy at maximum power rewrites your cells or something and makes you super dope. Sure. Sure, man, why not? Whatever. Okay, kind of a fillerific-y episode. I don't mean that it's filler, I mean that it's just not the progression of the plot things. Also, I'm really sad about this not really there, but kind of there. Also, I want to know what the title is. Kind of not there, but also there bait and switch, where we start off the episode with, like, framing everything as Botan doing a news report as she walks around. Because I just had the idea, oh, the Masked Warrior's stern face. That's a totally fine episode title. I had this idea that, like, oh, that would be such an interesting way to do an entire framed episode, is just, like, Botan wanders around the place and spies on a bunch of interesting conversations, right? So she could be behind the bushes spying on Keiko and Yusuke, she can go and like spy on a conversation between like Hiei and Kurama as they're doing something or whatever, and you know, other things like that. And maybe she could be the one to piece together like the whole thing around Kuwabara not knowing that Hiei is Yukina's thing, and she could be giving commentary on that the whole time. It just seems like a really interesting, fun framing device, and Botan's a perfect character for it. And then to just kind of throw it away after one gag is a little lame, because it could have been really good. Anyway, it's a thing that happens. The actual conversation that they have here is it's pretty fucking wholesome. If you're gonna have to fight, don't lose. Bang. Yeah, also, we know that you're there, Botan, and the whole little cat thing that she does is very cute. And then we just sort of just like, hey, guess what? By the way, you remember that egg thing that you don't remember because Togashi also forgot, but then he remembered and decided to make it a plot point. Boom, it's a plot point. We can make plushies. We can sell plushies. I'm gonna just do a little quick Google search here. Yu Hakusho plushie. Wow. Yeah, it takes to the 15th result before I get a plushie that is of the weird penguin creature thing. I think that this floofy thing is super ugly, and I hate its design. Sorry if you super love that floofy thing. I don't. I think it's really ugly. Mostly because of the hair on it. Is really weird. I don't understand why you would design a thing like that. It's just ugly. Anyway, that's aesthetics. It's like you might like it, but I don't know, man. I feel like I've seen enough cute and like fine designs for fluffy things in the fair number of Maho Shoujo and similar shows that I've seen, and I feel like you could design a slightly better fluffy thing that embodies some trait of Yusuke's besides he has black hair. Like, if you're gonna make a mascot-esque mascot-type character, you want to make it as appealing as possible, and I don't find that thing appealing, unless it's trying to tap into that, like, that creepy cute element of things, but I don't know. I just don't know Togashi's heart, right? I don't know if Togashi in his soul space was going, this is the best fucking design. It's so dope. Every kid who reads this show is going to want to buy one and have a backpack with it on it. It's be great. Or if he was like, yeah, Yusuke gets a stupid thing out of that egg at some point because it's fun and everybody can make fun of him for it, and it's super lame. Maybe it'll be like Echoes and it'll become less lame over time, or something, given that it's still probably related somehow to his spirit energy. But also, what does it do? And why does it matter? And why do we care? Like, we cared initially because the premise was, like, if you do good things, you can be revived and stuff, right? It was something along those lines, but it was kind of unclear. But then also, if you do bad things, then your spirit beast will hatch and eat your head and stuff. I just don't get quite how it fits. It's just a weird left turn. Anyway, I don't hate it. I do dislike the design. It's really fucking ugly. I do really like the build up to it. I think this whole situation is really fun. Yusuke going into this extremely deep existential crisis that is literally saying to you, I mean, it's essentially the Christian idea of judgment in the afterlife, right? Like, you will get your just comeuppance in the afterlife eventually, and you might just be fucked and you have no way of knowing that except knowing in your own heart that you were good or bad or whatever. But yeah, you're just gonna die, and then somebody who knows better than you is gonna judge you, and then you'll either be tormented forever or not. Yay! Justice! Except in this case, it's like, oh yeah, that just happens immediately, and if you fucked up a little bit too much and weren't a good boy all the time, you don't get coal in your stocking, you get your soul devoured by your own soul, kind of. And then you have no chance at any kind of anything good. So be a good boy, kids. Be a good child, and don't do the bad things that are entirely, like, unclear what is good and bad in this show. It's kind of hard to tell what the overall... It doesn't really matter. It's a plot device, and it's kind of funky and kind of weird, and it doesn't seem to have any ramifications or repercussions besides the threat that maybe it could kill him at this moment. Regardless, I like the visuals that we get for it, the lightning stuff, the big flashes on everybody's faces, the expressions of terror, and then the absolute cackling laughter that occurs for like half of the episode and literally makes up half of the episode's runtime. I also quite like these little moments where we just drop all level of like be on model and do the like thick lines on Yusuke and stuff. This is fun. I really appreciate that kind of goofiness and willing to break character design and get wacky with it for wacky sequences. And it does end up being wacky and fun, but then it just kind of peters out into nothing. Yeah, it just kind of disappears. Same with the matches that we absolutely don't get to see. I mean, we get an idea of a couple of techniques. This guy seems to do some body morphing stuff. This guy does lots of the fighting. I really don't know what his deal is other than the fighting. But yeah, he does that. And then old man seems like a sadist, but also does the fighting. So wasn't really useful in teaching us what they're up to and who they are and whatnot. Also, weird fishing pole not gone. Don't like him. Don't like any of them. But that guy reminds me of Suzaku a little bit. Alright, so yeah, one of 2 points in the episode. There's this point where he points up to these boys. Next comes you guys, which I think is kind of interesting because then we sort of contrast that with the Toguro point where he's like ignoring everybody in his path except for the Yusuke. In this case, he's just a climber. He's just like, you're next. I don't really have any major goals, just you're next and we want to be famous. Okay, cool. And we missed the entire match because they got bonked, and we don't really get to see the other match either because they just don't matter, I suppose. Lots of dialogue, not a lot of animation. Totally fine. That's totally fine. We needed to step back away from just fighting all the time and get some character moments and things. There's just a lot of it, and it doesn't lend itself to massive discussion. There's also a lot of just the setup. This is the match that we're all waiting for, and we know it, and they know it. And it's pretty fucking badass when Yusuke returns the favor with and down. Ooh, I like a lot. We also have the addition of another member of the Toguro squad, the Apparition Gang. Mr. I'm in traditional samurai armor, but also not? I don't know. I don't really know what that guy's deal is. I'm definitely interested, though. Got some, like, spikiness to it? Yeah, very interested. So there's the exploding crow person. There's Brother Dearest who warps into swords and things. Toguro the strongman. And then this person who I'm going to assume has something to do with fire because of the flaming skull motif. Dope. Cool. Where's their number 5? Toguro, Broguro, the crow, the armor. Where's their number 5? Is Sakyo gonna get in the ring? That doesn't seem right. It just doesn't seem right. I know that Toguro himself could probably take any major squad, like 1v5, no problem. But I feel like for the tournament rules, they have to have 5, so there's still one character that we're missing. Interesting. We'll see when that comes up. And then the second half of the episode is just, like, staring at the masked fighter and everybody being genuinely, well, just Kuwabara being genuinely terrified of the Toguros and stuff, and these guys being small fry. The biggest thing that fucks with me in this is...
I am Guru Momotaro.
You what?
I am Guru Momotaro.
And Guru, I cannot speak like that. It's not possible. Really weird. All of their names are the worst. All of them. I just want to go through them real quick. I don't know if it's the English VAs saying their names or if they just have the worst names.
I am Kuro Momotaro.
Okay, Kuro Momotaro.
Mekintaro.
You're a Urishima.
Shishi Wakamaru. And you can just call me Anji.
Momotaro だ。
Mekintaro.
浦浦島。獅子若丸。そして恩じいじゃ。
I don't really know. They seem like fine names now. I don't know why I reacted so viscerally to the first time that they were said, but I did. Alright, so stress and struggle between the Genkai, who is not Genkai, and the Yusuke, who is still Yusuke. And Kuwabara is all scared. And that's it. That's literally it, because we go out here, we explode some things, she explodes a bigger thing, we demonstrate that Toguro is entirely aware of her presence and Genkai, the fact that Genkai is probably her. He seems to be completely in the loop on all of that and just, like, letting it happen. And he's like, yeah, cool. Level up Yusuke some more so that I can beat him down. Perfect. And reveal. It's the Genkai, and she is the Genkai. I do want to see, when she uses her Spirit Blast, I feel like she got, like, her hair got pinker and she got younger looking. Immediately. Is that actually the case? Also, just the animation on this scene is pretty fucking cool. Wait, yeah, she did. Wow, okay, yeah, so she fully warps. And then, boom, super cool. And the actual explodey thing is just amazing. Boom, boom, boom. Cutting a giant swath. Love it. But then she almost immediately reverts to her older self. Like, we hide her face, and by the time she turns around... Oh, okay, it's right here. Like, we could see it. There's the pink. Okay, it just fades over the course of this scene? Yeah, it's actively fading throughout the course of this scene. Okay, cool. So we can actually go back. 21 minutes and 10 seconds right here. 21 minutes and 18 seconds. We can see the difference in the color. Okay, cool. So it fades that fast. Which is probably part of why, like, she revealed her face immediately after using the Spirit Wave technique on the boat, right? And then immediately wrapped herself up again. Ah, it actually makes sense. Good job, Takashi. Consistency is important. I like it. Oh god, I don't want to see that. All we saw was that they're in a cave and the Genkai is... Oh god, no, fuck. Okay. And the Genkai is doing some level of the teaching. Still really curious about what that final test is going to be. I feel like it has to be something psychological. Like, is Yusuke mentally ready for this? Maybe it'll have to be like some kind of like Trixie, you have to be willing to sacrifice yourself because of how hard we've been going in on that self-sacrifice line of thinking. Maybe it'll be like, oh, you have to be willing to die. And then once you commit to the thing that will probably kill you, it's like, nope, you're good. You're set. Here's the technique. Or the whatever. Something like that. Some kind of like mind game is what I'm expecting here. A mind game that like reveals Yusuke's deep underlying principles, you know? So that Genkai can be like, yes, you are truly worthy of being my successor. Or whatever. He's already kind of grabbed the Spirit Wave technique on his own, mostly, so. Cool. Alright, 2 episodes. I think that the previous one was really fun. This one was fine. At the beginning, I was like, yeah, I really want an episode where we just hang out and don't do the fighting stuff all the time. And now we got it, and I'm like, oh, when fighting? Can we get some fighting stuff again? Because that's pretty fun. Okay. But we at least have a specific goal for next episode, which is find out what this test is and complete the test. All right, cool. I'm also kind of sad that we really pushed those other fights off to the side. There's something about that irks me just a tiny bit, in that there's like authorial fiat over what characters matter and what things matter, right? Like if you're... Okay, here's a weird example. The League of Legends World Championship just happened, and it was fine. It was the thing that happened. But after the fact, you can look through all the matches and go like, oh, that one looks like it was probably interesting, and that one ended up being 3-2, so it was a really hard-fought battle. That one's probably interesting. And you can go back and, like, choose which matches to watch because you think those will be the interesting matches, right? But in reality, if you're watching the whole thing live, you have to watch the whole thing live, and you don't know who's going to put on really interesting performances and which fights are going to be the most interesting. So there's something about the way that an author chooses which things are in view of the camera, effectively, or in view of the narrative, that like automatically tells you that the others don't fucking matter at all, including the squad that they're about to fight, right? Like, in the episode where it would reveal all their fighting techniques and stuff because they're fighting, and maybe we could do some really interesting strategic, like, arrangement of our team to beat them and do some cool ideas and stuff, the majority of that episode is focused on pointing at Toguro, right? They don't matter. Now, we're going to fight them, and it's probably going to be touch and go, or at least have the appearance of being touch and go, but we as the audience sort of inherently know that it's not going to matter because we are going to end up fighting Toguro. So there's like this authorial fiat that by putting things outside of the scope of the narrative, you immediately clue the audience in that they actually don't matter. And while that's necessary to an extent, it kind of takes out some of the fun of like the tournament format. Sometimes the tournament gets really interesting when you watch like side matches where you've got characters that you're not emotionally invested in, and then anything can happen, right? Things can go crazy. Like looking at the Hiroaka tournament arc, there were a number of interesting side matches where characters that we weren't super invested in, but thought had a really solid chance, get beat by unknowns, by strangers. It's like, whoa, who is that? What happened? How's this possible? Is this a new thread in the tournament? This totally changes our bracket. What are we looking at in the future? It's interesting. I think there's a level of intrigue that you sacrifice by keeping the story as streamlined as you can. I don't know if that's really important, but it's just a thought that I had. Okay, I think that's gonna be my take on these two episodes. Solid fighty episode. Love to beat down that Risho guy. He sucked. Love Kuwabara getting his jam on and being a strong boy and having feelings for all of his friends. Gotta love it. And now we're setting up for some kind of a test. Cool. I'm happy with these episodes. Not ecstatic, but happy. Let me go and check really quickly who did the storyboard direction for this one. I wouldn't expect anything super crazy. Let me find it. This is 43. Storyboard, Shigeru Ueda. Episode direction, Shigeru Ueda. 2/9/14/19/26/33/43. Okay, we've looked up Ueda before. Yeah, Yu Hakusho, and then unit director on the film, and then he's got so many storyboard and episode direction credits on so many things, like Lane and Shakugan no Shana. Just like, he's a fine director and is solid. But it's not super standout, at least not on this episode. But that's more down to the writing, I think. Okay, cool. I've been Teeaboo. This has been Yu Hakusho. Hope you liked it. Hope to catch you next week for more. See you there. Peace.